This is the World Heavyweight Championship. This, right here. Right here. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Right here. How's everyone doing? It's your boy here, Apollo from Down, Down, Up, Up. We're back at it with the predictions, but I feel like I have to address some things before we start because it's been a hot minute since I've seen y'all. We left on more of a comedy depressor at the end of WrestleMania this year. I was expecting it. Unfortunately, not a lot of people were. So we're just going to try to erase some of that going into this because this show has potential. But before that, I hope everyone's doing great. Happy May for all Star Wars fans out there. I hope they had a great May the 4th and Revenge of the 5th. But time to get back to business. So a lot's been happening with WWE lately, or at least a lot at face value. We are going to crown a new World Heavyweight Champion, not tonight, but in due time. I believe it's the end of May. We get Night of Champions, going back to Saudi Arabia to crown a new World Heavyweight Champion. But of course, we've seen what the championship looks like. It ain't this. This is right here. This is great. I like this. But when it comes to what the belt actually looks like, you know what? I don't hate it. I don't love it, and I don't like it. I'm very indifferent towards it. It essentially looks like an upgraded version of the... Actually, you could debate a downgrade of the new Intercontinental Championship. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, WWE does not understand wrestling championship belts anymore. I guess it's sort of like they go into Microsoft. What's a good way to put this? Let's say Final Cut. Copy, paste the logo, photo shoot it on a belt, and that's the new belt. It is a shame, but they're not terrible. We could be doing much worse. We have seen much worse, but it's just nothing to write home about, you know? What can I say? Is this essentially just here's second place because Roman Reigns isn't going to lose? Well, yeah, I guess so, right? Nice thing about Roman, though, one thing I hadn't contemplated, we are getting Roman Reigns back next week, and I wondered how and why, because I thought we wouldn't be seeing him until after Money in the Bank, but then it hit me. I forgot that we're going back to Saudi Arabia, and the blood money will need Roman Reigns. So, sorry to put it so bluntly, but that's sort of how I still see things with WWE going there. But we all have our opinions out there. Hopefully it'll be a good time. Not every show is bad, but at least we get Roman Reigns back. So I'm looking forward to seeing what his story is going to be coming back. And if he indeed defends his undisputed WWE Universal Championship, who's going to step up? Okay, that's enough of the World Heavyweight Championship picture. Moving on to the draft. So how did you guys feel about the draft? I was pleasantly surprised with SmackDown's portion of it. Not referring to people drafted to SmackDown. I'm referring to the show SmackDown from last week that started the draft. I enjoyed who got shuffled around for the most part. Raw's was underwhelming, I have to say. But there were some good points. Including Cameron Grimes. Yeah, I still care about Cameron Grimes. Great wrestler, great character, and I'm very pleased to see he was drafted to the same show as LA Knight. I would really love those two to get back into it because honestly, I think those two were probably one of the last great original things about the original NXT. I guess it's not the original, but I'm not talking about that reality game show. I'm talking about NXT. And Grimes and Knight had some magic there. I'm very pleased that Cameron Grimes is back and was already on SmackDown, even though it was just a backstage segment. That was a good plus. I do like that they shuffled the Workhorse Championships around. I like Gunther going to the center of attention 3-hour show. Theory going to SmackDown does not feel like a downgrade for me. I'm okay with that. A lot more NXT call-ups than I thought there'd be. It's a shame Indy had to give up the belt, her NXT Women's Championship, but she didn't lose. She didn't get beaten for it. So I kind of like her having that on on her pedestal going into Raw. And it looks like the way is complete because as far as I can see, we have Johnny Gargano, about to say Damian Priest, Johnny Gargano, Dexter Lumis, Candice LeRae, and Indy Hartwell on Raw. However, I'm not sure what Gargano's status is because, of course, what's the general bad taste of our mouth? The fact that Vince is back in charge. Now, I will say this. The wrestling quality has not taken a huge blow as of late. There were some good tag team matches on SmackDown this week, and that Puerto Rican crowd is hot. They are going to be what I enjoy most out of tonight, I feel. So credit to you, beautiful fans. You are fun to watch and listen to. However, you notice already that there is a significant decrease in match time when it comes to some of these bouts. So yeah, I'm not impressed with that. I would rather Triple H just stay in charge of booking decisions and creative. But, you know, it's WWE. We don't get what we want too often. So just have to put up with that right now. Frankly, I'm not at a point to rant and complain too much, I feel, in this video about anything because it's at that point in wrestling where things have just sort of calmed down and they need to build up again. A lot of my energy went into WrestleMania, so I'm calm about this right now, so to speak. The only thing that I could go off on, but I'm going to hold back, is the fact that they have once again drafted the wrong women's champion to said show. That's right, Bianca and Rhea have been drafted to the wrong shows with the championship they hold. Now, they have not done that trade-off of, here's your belt, can I have my new belt? But that's probably what we're going to do. My only hope is, what if they can somehow get away with holding them and then fighting, maybe SummerSlam, maybe sooner, if I'm being honest, to unify the women's championships? Because honestly, at this point, I'm not going to complain if there's just one women's world championship on the main roster and a set of tag team championships. I wouldn't complain. I already believe WWE are ignoring this draft like they do every other one when it comes to who's allowed to be on what show. Because one thing I saw this week after SmackDown, or at least during, the tournament to crown a new World Heavyweight Champion starts Raw, but it continues SmackDown. Why is it associated with SmackDown? It's a Raw Championship. You went through great length to give us that information, that this championship is exclusive to Raw. Why would the tournament matches be on SmackDown? See, that's what I'm talking about. WWE have a very bad habit of ignoring all of the new rules they set in place too soon. Too soon. You're supposed to start doing that around the time we get to another draft or a shakeup. But I digress. Bottom line, some ups and downs for another draft. Nothing too monumental. At least they didn't have Stephanie reading from her cards the entire time. It was nice to see some people show up, even though Rob Van Dam held the card the wrong way. And there was a lot of stuttering from, unfortunately, I think it was Teddy Long. But it's still good to see all those people just the same and hope they're doing well in whatever they're doing today. I think that's it. I think we're good to go. Okay. WWE Backlash. I will have to reiterate, I am not excited for this show as much as I was until I saw that Puerto Rican crowd. I am so excited they're going to make my night with some stuff. And hopefully, they're very vocal about what they don't like. We have 7 matches to go through, and if there is a kickoff match, then good, because I miss kickoff matches. The 2-hour pointless talking during WrestleMania kickoff felt like crap. But I have to say, one good thing they did, they had, I want to say it was Peter Rosenberg, walk through all the backstage and up into Gorilla to go down the WrestleMania ramp. That was cool. That was cool. I love stuff like that. Meet some of the superstars in the back, make it all interactive. We love stuff like that. Do more of that. The show Backlash, we're going to try. Okay, let's start with some of the stuff I don't really care that much about. 6-man tag team match. We're doing it again. Last year, it felt so forced when we did Roman and the Usos versus McIntyre and RK Bro. No gold on the line. This year, it's debatably worse, and I'll explain why. So, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, still the tag team champions, mind you. I was very pleased to see they retained the titles against the Usos. I was actually worried in that match last week. Teaming up with Matt Riddle, who is back. Great to see him, even though he's been taking L's like crazy up until this past Monday. Taking on the Bloodline combination of Jim, Jay, the Usos, and Solo Sikoa. Six-man tag. There's no Roman Reigns, and again, we not only could have had a tag team championship rematch beyond the pay-per-view, we didn't, but we didn't even do it after the pay-per-view. We did it before the pay-per-view. At least with RK Bro and the Usos last year, we did it after Backlash. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm fairly certain that's how it went. So now we're doing this, and yes, I know Roman's coming back next week. How is this match going to affect his mood? Frankly, I still think his mood is going to be sour on the Usos since WrestleMania's losing of the championships and failing to regain them last Friday. Who wins this one, though? This is a coin toss for me. This is a hard coin toss. I guess I'm just going to have to go with my gut on this one. I think the Bloodline will win again with Roman Reigns coming back. I know there has been some tension with Solo and the Usos as of late. I am ignoring that. I don't feel like it's something I need to be taking too seriously because Roman Reigns, if there is going to be any turn on the Usos, which I doubt, but if there is, Roman has to be present. That's how I personally feel. So I'm picking the Bloodline to find a way to win this match. And after Backlash, well, we have Kevin and Sami on Raw and the Usos on SmackDown. I think Matt Riddle's still on Raw too, and I'm pretty sure Sikola is... what? I combined the names. Sikola. Solo Coca-Cola. Sounds weird. Anyway, Sikoa is on SmackDown with the Bloodline. So I'm assuming Owens and Zayn, as undisputed tag team champions, will have to make dedications to both shows, unless they split up the belts, because the Usos teased that at the beginning of the year. They defended the Raw and SmackDown tag team championships separately, if you guys remember. Wouldn't mind Kevin and Sami giving up one pair of straps. Wouldn't mind. Just like to see them hold it longer. Because like I said, I was expecting them to lose last Friday, but they didn't. They're still the champions. I'm very happy about that. They were, honestly, probably my best favorite part about WrestleMania this year. The emotion was crazy. I would have rather do what they did at WrestleMania than if Sami had the match with Roman at WrestleMania and lost. So this was more emotional, and I enjoyed it better. But I'm picking the Bloodline to win a six-man tag. Okay, let's try to keep it moving. Seth Rollins and Omos. Why are we doing this? And I think that's been the general reaction to this match. So I'll just reiterate. Why are we doing this? It has to be Rollins. Omos could have had his stock at WrestleMania. Didn't. Not surprised. I had Brock for that match, and it went rightfully so. But Seth has got to be one of the people big for this tournament. So why would they have Omos beat him? Well, it could be WWE just giving Omos his win back, but no, I am not going to be impressed if they do that here. I'm picking Seth Rollins to win this match and beat the Giant and hopefully get on to the finals with this bad boy. Seth and Cody might just be the finals for this championship, but I might be getting ahead of myself. I wouldn't mind some surprises, as long as they're good. Because let's be honest, if Vince is booking this full on, Brock Lesnar's probably going to win the World Heavyweight Championship, right? Think about it. No one might have said it yet. I'm saying it now. Be disappointed, react how you will, but just don't be surprised if Brock Lesnar wins the World Heavyweight Championship. And I'm not necessarily saying that's a bad thing, but it's certainly not what the fans are looking for right now. But I'm picking Seth Rollins to win that match. I do have my list on the side, so if you see my eyes go back and forth, it's probably why. I just want to do this in some kind of somewhat interesting order. Okay, triple threat for the United States Championship. I'm not going to say why is this happening, because this should be okay, I think. I think this just would be okay. This might be the opener of the pay-per-view. Austin Theory, Mr. Lucky, taking on Bobby Lashley, who did get drafted to SmackDown with him, and Raw, I believe, still owns Bronson Reed. So, I mean, it can't be Bronson, right? He's on Raw, unless this is a big swerve like I ever saw. It's really up to Bobby and Theory, but Theory beat Cena. I can't see him losing this. As much as WWE should give Bobby some more stock, well, he's on SmackDown now. So, are we doing Bobby Roman properly? Think about it. I wouldn't mind that. Wouldn't mind that. Wouldn't mind Roman AJ either, because AJ Styles is back with the OC and on SmackDown. So we got some potential for more Roman Reigns challengers this year and storylines done properly. But when it comes to this match, I'm picking Theory to retain the United States Championship. I don't see anything too crazy here. That's 3. We're going to keep going strong here. Raw Women's Championship match. The new SmackDown superstar, can't say it with a straight face, Bianca Belair is defending her Raw Women's Championship against Io Shirai. I'm not a fan of Io Sky, so I'm just going to call her Io Shirai. Sounds better. This should be good. I don't actually have a seriously high expectation for these two. I think these two are just going to chill with this one. And here's why. Damage control are most likely going to be a problem in this match, and that sort of holds back doing some of the big, better stuff that Bianca and Io could do together in a match. I'm not saying it's going to be bad. I'm just saying this is probably just going to be okay. In fact, this actually might be the opener of the pay-per-view. Yeah, if I'm really going to put my fingers on it, I think it'll be the Raw Women's Championship match. So I will pick Bianca to retain. I think the end goal is Bianca and Rhea. So you guys know my predictions when it comes to that. And we will hopefully get a good match. Reiterating again. Let's do the SmackDown Women's Championship match then. Of course, I'm picking Rhea Ripley, but I love that Zelina Vega is getting a shot in Puerto Rico and how freaking over she's been lately. I love Zelina getting attention. Honestly, I feel like WWE have Zelina categorized under the same marquee of Xavier Woods. It's just that talent that's waiting to burst out and do some things. I'm glad she won Queen of the Ring. I'm glad she's a former tag team champion, but Zelina has it, just like Woods. She can go a long way given the proper treatment, spotlight, etc., etc. And I'm really glad she's getting a match. And I really don't want this to be a squash. Have some common sense. Give us some false finishes. Let them do their thing. I think this is going to be good. I think it's going to be good. This is how far I think it's going to be. I think this is actually going to be the better women's championship match of the night. And that's saying something, knowing it's Bianca and Io in theirs. But Rhea Ripley will win, and she will push through. And I hope the end goal is Bianca Rhea. So that's it for those. How many do I have left? I think 2? Yes, 2. Puerto Rican street fight, Damian Priest and Bad Bunny. Oh, I love Bad Bunny coming back and doing stuff. Again, that's one thing WWE's got right the past couple of years. The celebrities in matches have been spot on. Spot on. Johnny Knoxville, 10 out of 10. Logan Paul, 10 out of 10, whether people like it or not. Pat McAfee, great, fantastic, 10 out of 10. I love him, freaking talking or wrestling. And Bad Bunny, 10 out of 10. Love to see him do his thing. So I'm picking Bad Bunny to win this. This has got to be a good feel for the crowd. Sorry, Priest, but no. Priest should not win this match. This should just be for the sake of a celebrity match and Bad Bunny winning. That's just my opinion. And I believe the main event, Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar. Okay, this could really just surprise me. It's hard booking this kind of stuff again. I say booking like I'm booking it. It's hard guessing this stuff again with Vince McMahon back in charge. Because I don't know what he's going to do. Does he really just want to make Cody Rhodes Stardust as soon as possible? Or is Cody Rhodes going to continue his little comeback from the bottom? If this is anything like John Cena and The Rock's story, with Cena losing and then beating Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes has got this then. But this isn't Extreme Rules. This, to me, looks like a regular match. So, what exactly does that mean? I don't know. I legitimately don't know. Because this all depends, in my head, if Brock is sticking around and doing something at the Night of Champions show in Saudi Arabia, which I think he's probably going to do. I can't. I just can't. There is too much in my head for this match to just say this name. And I've thought about this since it got announced, but it's not helping. It's not helping. So I guess when it comes down to it, I'm going to have to go with the Vince McMahon way here on this. And Brock Lesnar. I'm going to pick Brock Lesnar. I don't feel confident picking either person, so I can't feel great saying my choice, but Cody, how are you going to beat Brock Lesnar in a regular match? Unless shenanigans really come in. You know what? Ref gets bumped. Sledgehammer, Crossroads, maybe something to that degree, but I can't do it this time. I can't do it. I didn't pick Cody at WrestleMania and it paid off. So I guess that maybe that's really what my gut is telling me. Don't pick him here either. He takes another loss, but maybe he wins the World Heavyweight Championship. I don't know. But that's it. I can't change any of my picks. I'm not doing that. I'm going to go down one more time. I have the Bloodline winning the six-man tag. This is no particular order. I have Brock Lesnar beating Cody Rhodes. I have Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair retaining their women's championships. I have Austin Theory retaining the United States Championship. I have Bad Bunny winning the street fight. And I have Austin Theory retaining the United States Championship. I feel like this show is going to be quickly forgotten in the long scheme of things. But the crowd will hopefully make this a fun night. So that'll do it. That's it. Done. Thanks for listening, everybody. I know this was much longer than you guys are used to with me lately when it comes to prediction videos, but we had a lot to talk about, and I didn't want to miss anything. So, there we go. Enjoy the show. If you are going to watch Backlash, if anybody watching this is in Puerto Rico in the crowd for this, please let me know what it was like, because, oh, it's fantastic. I'm actually getting ready to go to another wrestling show soon on pay-per-view, but I'm not going to let you guys know which one yet because build some suspense, but I will say it's around the summertime, so keep your ears and eyes on the channel. I know we're not doing anything too crazy lately, but predictions and occasional results are still good. I'm hoping to see you guys tomorrow for results and review. It's a Sunday, so I don't really have an excuse to miss out, even if the show bombs, which hopefully it doesn't. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to around the show. If you're not, again, let me know. What did you want instead? What were you hoping Backlash to be? And if this isn't about Backlash, let me know what you're hoping coming up. And I guess biggest of all, who's the next World Heavyweight Champion? Let me know. Keep it real, folks. See you later.